So I was influenced today into buying something. It was one of those Amazon Deliver Today amazing videos, and it's one of my favorite things. It's one of these gigantic oversized water bottles, but what people don't know about these is if used incorrectly, they can kill you. So if you would like to avoid your untimely death, I am going to tell you how this happens, why it happens, and what you can do to avoid it. So watch my video. Hi guys, I am going to talk to you tonight briefly about something that is super crazy important that I don't think I've ever seen on YouTube or on TikTok or on Instagram, which definitely should be. And I'm sure there's videos out there, but they're never trending. And it seems to me like the wrong things are often trending, and things that aren't serious and vital are often trending, and some really important content and things that could really impact people's life or death sometimes happens to be missing. And I was reminded of this because I got TikToked into buying something today, or not even TikToked, it was YouTubed. And it was like same day delivery. It was like an Amazon amazing. And what it is a half-gallon water bottle. And you guys know I love my water. I've always got it close and I'm always sipping on it. But this is perfect. It's a half-gallon. So if you drink, what women need in a day is 0.71 gallons. So almost a full gallon. So almost 2 full bottles of these. So if you're not looking at gallons, if you're looking at liters, it's 2.7 liters in a day. But I think of it in gallons. So 0.71 gallons. So almost 2 of these, and that's your water intake, your complete water intake for the day. And what we need, that includes water we're going to get from our vegetables, from our food. Now this is going to flux based on your metabolism, and also based on whether or not you're doing a lot of extreme exercise, a lot of heavy physical activity. You're really exerting yourself, sweating it out, and really using that water intake. And also, if you're sick, you might need some more water. Climate, depending on your climate, you need more water than other times. For instance, if it's super hot, you can dehydrate a lot quicker. You need more water. So anyways, the 0.71 gallons of water is a standard, but it's not a standard for everybody. There is some room for needing more or needing a little less. It's just a metric, okay? So it's something to keep in mind, and you want to stay somewhere near that. So this for me is something fantastic, and I always love a new water bottle, and it's pink, so I mean, what the hell? Anyways, what I want to talk to you about is about drinking water, okay? And I have never heard anyone talk about this, but drinking too much water too quickly can kill you, okay? It's called something called hyponatremia can set in, and what that is drinking more than your amount of water. I believe it's 3 liters. 3 liters or 0.8 of a gallon. So this two of these is 0.71, so 0.8. So if I drank more than 2 of these in a few hours, okay, in a few short hours. So if you drank just a tiny bit more than your normal intake, than what your intake should be, if you chug that back in a couple hours, you're at significant risk for hyponatremia. Hyponatremia is the medical terminology for a low sodium level in your blood, okay? And the symptoms of this are going to be confusion, slurred speech, weakness, difficulty walking, difficulty with fine motor control, you'll see, and shivering is the other one. And I've seen this in my career in Emerge, shivering. However, if you're experiencing these symptoms and then shivering stops, you're in serious trouble. So if you notice that you have drank a ton of water, like you sat and you chugged water, and you're starting to feel anything that isn't right, okay? You're not feeling like yourself, you're not feeling well, that is a medical emergency. You can't just ignore that. You can't just be like, well, I just won't drink anything for a couple hours. It's a medical emergency. That sodium needs to be replaced into your bloodstream. Sodium channels control so much in our body, very, very influential in our cardiac function, in our heart. The other symptom is a weak pulse. You're not going to necessarily be checking your pulse, but you will feel some dizziness. You will feel lightheadedness potentially. But again, these symptoms are a guideline. They're a metric. You might experience some of them, you might experience all of them, you might experience one of them. They might be very severe and strong, they might be very mild. But if you're not feeling right, you need to listen to your body, okay? The other thing is to mention is that if you're suffering from extreme thirst, maybe it's due with just that day. Maybe you're dehydrated. Maybe something's going on in your body. Maybe there's a million maybes I could get into, and I'm not going to. But if this is a constant issue for you and it's continuous, there could be a little bit more going on. That's a symptom of diabetes, for instance. That's a symptom of many things. So if you're constantly suffering from insatiable thirst, then that's definitely something to see your doctor about, and you need to get some blood work done. But nonetheless, back to the hyponatremia. So the best way to avoid this altogether is by following what I call the 3 S's rule, okay? And that is, so sip your water and sip it steadily throughout the day, like I do. You see me throughout videos, I'll be sipping water, and space it out. That's your second S, space it out. Like, don't be sitting here in a conversation and getting away from yourself, like, and start just sipping because you like have nothing to say and you're listening, like in a meeting or something like that. Space it out a little bit. And the other one is to listen to your body signals. If you don't feel thirsty, don't drink the water. Unless you're someone who doesn't drink water and you're consciously trying to drink water, paying attention to it. If you're not thirsty, you probably don't need water. And by the time you're thirsty, often it means you're dehydrated. So continuously sip, keep it constant, space it out, and listen to your body. If you're feeling any of these symptoms and you're feeling not right, even if you can't put your finger on what you're feeling, but it's not right, and you know you drank a ton of water, get some emergency medical attention. That's hyponatremia, because it's deadly. It can kill you, but it can just as easily be reversed and be treated, and we can save your life. So it's not a problem. But I see everybody carrying around these huge water bottles. Some of the times they're the big bubbas, and I've never heard anybody mention the severity and how serious and important it is to be aware of these symptoms and aware of the rules of drinking water. That and everyone talks about drink your water, but really there's not a lot of attention given to, there's a limit to that. And we do need to drink water, that's right. And we don't drink enough of it most often, but there is a limit to how fast we should drink it and how much we should be drinking in a period of time, okay? So keep aware of this and look it up so you have those numbers and you have an idea in your mind, a point of reference throughout the day. A lot of these bottles now will have like on them, like breakfast, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. These don't just keep you drinking on time, these keep you safe. So these keep you from drinking too much too fast. So keep an eye on the indicators and the reminders on your water bottle, and, you know, try not to rush it. Just sip. 3 S's, you know, sip, space it out, listen to your body signals, and that's about it. And it can save your life. And the other thing is, I painted that. Check it out. And I painted another one, and you probably can't see it, but it's absolutely beautiful. I'll show you in the morning because I used gold leaf to do it, and it's so gorgeous and stunning and shining in the morning with the light on it. But it was actually an old painting of a ballerina that everybody thought was creepy and nobody wanted. So because she was like turned around and her back was facing the painting, which is, I thought it was beautiful, but everyone in my house was like, I don't want that weird thing in my room. So it's been kicking around the house for years and years. And I painted over it. I wanted something fresh and new for my walls. I'm trying to do a bit of a makeover in my house, and I redid a piece of furniture you can see behind me that was like a brown cabinet you guys have seen a million times in my videos but would never recognize it. And after what I did to it, and I painted that painting. I painted over the ballerina, and I did it with that gold paint that I used on my walls when I redid my med spa, and I made my med spa. And just black paint for the base on the canvas to cover up that creepy ballerina. But I thought she was beautiful. Anyways, I hope you like it, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great night. 3 S's.